Yo, I'm Edward Current, and I'd like to say what's up to all of my homie boys out there. You know, as the internet's #1 youth counselor for Christ, I'm here today to talk about a very serious problem that teens deal with all the time, yo. I'm talking about when you're minding your own business, going about your day glorifying God, and suddenly you realize that, well, your Christian soldier is standing at attention. Now, a lot of people think that this is funny and normal and not a big deal, but it isn't normal at all. Don't be confused by those Viagra commercials. You know, God may want that to happen to men who are married so that they can inflict it upon their wives, you know, like the Bible instructs. But for a young unmarried teen, it's just immoral and wrong. Let me tell you what's going on when that nasty thing happens. A muscle tightens down there, see? And because of that, sin can flow into your josiah, but it can't flow out. Now, to demonstrate, I brought this funny balloon that I found out in the street. Oh, no, I'm not worried about germs. His grace will protect me. Pretend that it's sin that I'm blowing. See? Now, I realize you probably aren't as endowed by your Creator as this, but the point is, suddenly a part of your body can become this throbbing vessel of pure sin, and you do not want to play around with such a thing. You know, I actually have experience with this as a youth counselor. There's a little office in the church basement with no windows where teens come after school with their spiritual questions. And sometimes I'll be talking to a young fella about temptation, and I'll look down and see that there's a tent in the desert. Now, when that happens, I always use it as a teaching moment. Depending on the magnitude of the problem, I may perform a laying on of hands. And in extreme cases, the Spirit may inspire me to cast out the demon seed, which is why I keep a handkerchief handy. But what's a teen to do when there's no counselor around? No man of the cloth to lend a hand? You know, when I was your age, just about anything would raise my cane. Pro wrestling, zoo animals, slasher films. But I found a solution, you see. The smell of death. That's right. What you do is go find some dead animal that's been on the side of the road for a while. Hold your breath, get down on all fours, and ask for strength. And the moment you feel yourself down there start to, turn into a pillar of salt, take a good long whiff of that revolting stench. From then on, why, if you so much as think about sinful arousal, I guarantee you will throw up in your mouth. It works. Ask Mrs. Current. Now, I realize some of you won't want to tackle this wickedness all by yourself. So if you're constantly getting a Tower of Babel in your pants, please contact me. Include a detailed description of the problem and all the necessary measurements. That way I can more effectively pray about your affliction. Okay? Thanks for watching. And EC out, you all.